Genie when it matters most. You are getting paid to play basketball at a high level. I need you to play offense, getting James Harden. I love this deal for multiple reasons. You only have him for 2 years. You're on the hook for him for $40 million and then $42 million.
Yeah, I don't think Donovan Mitchell's staying.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is Wednesday, I almost said Tuesday, Wednesday, February
Mm-hmm.
4th, 2026, and we are back, our normal day, our normal scheduled hour, here to talk about sports and a little bit of music coming up.
Oh yeah.
To start, you guys see it. I don't got just Patriots jerseys. I'm not just one guy. We got some Celtics on. NBA, the trade deadline is approaching, and there
Yeah.
have been a shit ton of trades.
It's been a
As
lot.
you already know, I'm Carlos. That's a scene.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm just surviving the North Carolina weather. You know, and we finally got hit with a snowstorm. Finally, the real deal. And now it's all washed away with the rain. So,
You know it's
but
bad when they get snow. So
yeah, this was actually like some real legit snow. Like we had like what 4 to 7 inches, and yeah, it was legit snow. But most of it's melted and hit, but with the rain, then it's going to turn to ice, and you know what comes from that.
listen, guys. Okay, if you're from Northeast, my area in the Northeast, seven. What is it? 5 to 7 inches is a lot for
Yeah.
them. Okay, like they're not used to this. I know y'all
Oh
up
yeah.
there. I'm in Washington now, so I get to say y'all up there get like 10 to 12 inches. And if you're from Russia and you're watching this and you're part of that, terrible disaster that happened over there where your building's covered by snow. Look, I'm sorry. I hope that never has to happen to any one of us. Okay, because that was
Yeah.
crazy, and I hope you
I
guys are
mean,
doing all right.
I stayed in Alaska for some years, so you want to hear talk about real snow?
Oh,
That's real deal over there.
oh
I'm sure there's other places that's pretty bad as well, like upstate New York or
Buffalo.
yeah, Buffalo, and Minnesota
Hmm.
and Wisconsin, where it's just
Oh yeah.
Chicago. I'm sure all them places is also pretty. Canada, another spot, but places where like down here in the south or like the eastern area where it doesn't really get snow, and then you hear a snowstorm, like tell you the was shelves were empty, all the milk, bread and milk gone. We went there to Walmart, frozen French fries gone. Shelves were
Telling you, they feel
people
like it's
was
the end of the world happening, and
yeah,
they
like it's the
buy everything
apocalypse.
up.
I mean, this one was the actual real deal. So like it actually happened last weekend. It was like a fake out. So this week they were justified. So ain't nobody was going outside unless you were, you know, out to play or shovel some snow.
Or sen-
Yeah, because them roads are bad. I tell you,
Yep.
yeah, them roads was bad. I
So
didn't even go to work on Monday.
what's crazy is right. And this is what's crazy to me. I'm in Washington now. We haven't gotten shit for snow. Shit, like nothing. And I'm like, bro, like I thought we were up in like the north, like we're supposed to be getting a bunch of snow. They're like, no, we don't really get snow down here. Mind you, I'm in Washington. I'm in like the middle of Washington. We still haven't gotten
Hmm.
snow. They're like, yeah, you got to go like up north, like up by the mountains to get the snow.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck is that? I'm over here waiting for the snowstorm to hit. Maybe I can get a day off from work. You know what I mean? Don't got to report to the ship because the roads is icy.
Oh,
Nope. If I showed y'all my window outside, it's sunny as hell. I went outside in a t-shirt,
oh, is that it's warm out there?
bro. I was like, bro, this is warm to me. Like this is crazy.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait
Anyways,
for those days in North Carolina.
enough talking about the weather. Like I originally hinted out, the NBA trade deadline is approaching,
Oh yeah, we
and
starting there.
we are starting there today. And let me
Yeah,
tell
we
you
starting
guys,
there.
it's been a hectic, hectic trade deadline. Okay.
Yeah, got a lot of shuffling and a couple big trades.
All right. So I think I'll start off from the top. So the biggest trade so far, in my opinion, the Cleveland Cavaliers, they got James Harden. The Los Angeles Clippers received Darius Garland and a future second round pick. Another time that James Harden has been traded to team. What do you think about that one?
I think it's a Cavs are in a win now mode. You know, Garland wasn't really healthy for them for most of the year, um, and the Cavs are kind of underperforming to their expectations of what they were expected last year. And Donovan Mitchell, you know, he's got, you know, who knows if he's going to stay there
I thought he
next
just
year.
resigned.
He did. I
Almost positive. I'll check. But
I thought
yeah.
this was, you know, like a player option.
Maybe. I could be wrong.
So either this year or 2 years from now, where you know he can make a decision whether he wants to stay or go somewhere else. So you know,
Real quick, so Donovan Mitchell is in the first year of a 3-year contract extension. That was 150 million max contract extension, which runs through 2027, and then a player option to 27-28. So he still has
mm,
about, what is that, 2 years until he's out of there.
yeah,
So
2 years then. But yeah, so I guess their solution is get Harden in there, you know, get more points on the board. Uh, Kind of have somebody that can, you know, run the offense and see what happens from there, see where it goes. Um, yeah, I mean, it's one of those we'll see. A positive trade, a positive move. Clippers on the Clippers side, I mean, the Clippers. It looks like it, they don't see themselves as keeping Harden on their team. That's the first thing. You know, they're gonna have to pay him, and then you know to avoid that, you know, you can still your point guard that's still kind of in his prime, that's younger. You could use to kind of retool, rebuild, and you know work from there as far as trying to contend in the West.
like, I don't like the trade too much for the Clippers, is because James, they were winning so many games. I think they won like 18 of their last 20 games or something like that, and they were hot. Kawhi's been playing at a really high level this year. He's actually been playing. James has been, like, super consistent, super clutch for them at times, and it's one of those where you traded him because you thought you were either going to lose him, or because in the office, which really didn't come out publicly, he requested a trade out of there.
Oh, he did.
My opinion on that is, if he did request a trade out of there, that's just a bad look on you, James. Like, at this point, you forced your way out of Houston, Brooklyn, Philadelphia, and now the Clippers. That's 4 franchises that you forced your way out of. That's a terrible look.
I wouldn't say force, man, because
Forced.
it this has probably been the smoothest transition as far as him saying if he said he wanted out, then this is the smoothest way to get out. You know, in the trade during the trade deadline, no kind of like controversy, no like, oh, he wants out, he's tired of this or that. The Sixers one, it was more of, I forgot what the big thing was. It was more like the front office that they wasn't they wasn't cooperating with him front office wise, and it was kind of just soured the whole thing. You know, he wanted to stay, but you know, as far as the owner, the GM, it's he
I
just didn't want to
mean,
be.
he wanted a max contract, and, like, at this point in James's career, I don't think he was worth a max contract.
But he proved
Especially,
it. He
like,
proved it. Once he
what did
got in
he
the Clippers,
prove? What
he
did he prove?
when he got to the Clippers, he's proved he still had some left in the tank. He's still scoring over 20 something a game, like
Again,
over 25 a game.
what did he prove? For me, okay, to
Not
me.
playoff wise, not playoff wise, but
So
I'm
look,
saying
for
like
me, okay, he would have earned a max contract, okay, if that game 7 against Boston, he didn't pull a Houdini. He would
think
have
about it
gotten
this
that
way.
max contract. He
Think
even
about it this
in
way.
even with the Clippers, what has
Yeah,
he done? Like,
Think about it
okay, you're
this way.
putting all these good numbers up, but at the end of the day, and I say this in our group chat, and it gets them so mad when I say this. It doesn't matter if you don't win. All that bullshit that you're doing doesn't matter if you don't win. If those antics, those stat lines, those triple doubles, double doubles, 10 plus assists a game isn't contributing to you winning games, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter at all. Those are just
But
pointless stats.
but it has. That's the issue. It has. Because if you look at it this way, would you rather have Harden or Paul George getting the max? Because that's what the Sixers did. They said, "Okay, we ain't giving it to Harden. We're gonna give it to Paul George."
No, that was just a
So
mistake on the Sixers front office part.
so
That
was
was just a
Harden right?
massive mistake.
So was Harden right? He was right at
No,
the end of the day.
to me, it doesn't make him right. It just makes the Sixers complete stupid. Why would you give him max contract knowing that he's never played a healthy season outside of
that's
maybe
part
2
of the
years?
issue. That's the other issue. But still, like he still was contributing on
And
the
like
Clippers.
I
Still, they made
understand.
it.
Look, I understand that the Sixers make a lot of dumb moves. Like this is the same franchise that maxed Ben Simmons out and then gave him that ungodly contract. But there's no world where you're going to tell me James Harden deserved another max contract after that fiasco.
After the Sixers.
Yes.
I was saying somebody's going to give him a max,
Yeah, somebody ended up.
and it was
I
the
think
Clippers. So
they're so desperate for another superstar, like a second pair to put with Kawhi.
and it helped for a time, but the issue was it wasn't Harden. Well, when the playoffs hit, it was Harden was the issue. He'll have these up and down games, but that's the thing. It's literally just like one or two games that Harden just has a down game that just messes it all up because they were the closest ones to beating the Nuggets. Was it? Yeah, in the playoffs, they went to Game 7 against the Nuggets.
No, not
Right?
was it?
Was it the Thunder? I could swear the Nuggets or the Thunder. It was one of those
the
teams.
Thunder,
No, the Rockets. It was the Rockets.
Okay, I'm listening.
No. Pacers went top teams. I think it might have been OKC. He went to Game 7 against, but it was like back and forth. So
no, it was Denver. It was Denver.
Yeah, Nuggets. Yeah. So it was like they were one of the few teams to go Game 7 against the Nuggets, and it looked like they had it at they had that window of like they can go against any team at the time. And I don't know. It's just whenever Harden hits the playoffs is something either psychological or just I don't know.
Whatever it is, to
Superstitions.
me, whatever that is more of a reason why you don't give him a max contract.
I wouldn't say the Clippers were bad in max contract at all. He ran his course on the team. And they're in a position this year of where they had to win games because they didn't have their first round pick. If they went under a certain amount, then it goes to OKC. So they turned it around with Harden.
So here's my thing, right? Okay. Like I understand James, and I'm not saying James is a bad player. We're just talking contract wise because James, phenomenal player, future Hall of Famer, former MVP. Like I'm not taking any of that away from him. What I personally think, okay, this is James Harden, which you were right, it was against the Clippers, Game 7 against Denver.
Yeah.
7 points.
Yeah, you can't.
2
you can't
for
have
8
that.
from the field, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, and yes, he had 13 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, but he had a minus 29 for the whole game.
Yeah.
My superstar players cannot be giving me just 7 points in Game 7. If we go back and look at the game against Boston in Game 7, it was a disappearing act. It literally was like he's Houdini when it matters most. You are getting paid to play basketball at a high level. I need you to play offense, play defense, score the bucket for me, pass the ball when I need you to because you're the point guard. And not only that, be there to be a co-star to Kawhi Leonard, who put up 22 points. Like, I need you. We need you there. And what did you do? You just gone? You
13
played
assists,
35 minutes. You took 10 total shots if I'm looking at it correctly. 10?
Yeah.
And you're the superstar? Nah, dude, no, you're not worth a max contract, dude. You're gonna take a nice contract. It's not cheap, but it isn't a max contract, and you're gonna be
It,
happy with that until your performance shows otherwise.
when you think about it, like how many other people are performing at Harden's level?
I
When
mean,
when
they're
when
the
when you
superstars of
do
the
the
league need to.
it's like during the regular season, it's just like KD. KD he'll take a team to the next level. He's a superstar. He can put up those numbers in regular season, in the playoffs. He deserves a max contract, but I mean, it just depends where he fits and what happens during those games. KD was what a toe, like less than an inch away from making it to
Literally,
the next
yeah.
round or the
Literally,
next
yeah.
round.
And
So
even KD's contract this year to me is crazy, but like it's not as bad as what James was getting. 2 years for $90 million. It goes until 2028. So
yeah,
that's a lot of money, but at the same time, it's a 2 year deal. Like your team isn't on the hook for that for
yeah.
5 years at a time. You know what I mean? They're
I
not on
mean,
the 3 years.
the Clippers went through the contract, right? They're not taking
No, they traded it.
any more money. Yeah, so it's up to whoever team after he's done on the Cavs what he's going to get paid. And so we'll see how he does it during the playoffs when they're in there. Because right now the Cavs are in. They are in what place are they in?
I think they're the
The
third or fourth,
standings.
maybe fifth.
They are in fifth place
Yeah.
right now. So they'll be looking
So
at playing the Knicks.
so right now for the Cavs, I love the deal of getting James Harden. I'm not gonna say it's a bad deal. They're in win now mode. I love this deal for multiple reasons. You only have him for 2 years. You're on the hook for him for $40 million and then $42 million. That's okay because if you win with him and you feel like okay, we won with James Harden, we can extend them. He played really good. Kudos, congratulations, you earned it. But at the same time, if you see okay, it's just not working out. We still have their Spider's still young. We'll give him money. We'll make him happy. We'll get him to stay. We'll find a new superstar to build around. Then boom, now you let James Harden go because he only has 2 years left. You have this year, and then next year, and then he's a free agent.
Yeah, I don't think Donovan Mitchell's staying.
That's a conversation for another day.
Yeah,
In my opinion, just because we don't, he said he's happy with Cleveland,
yeah.
and I'm not gonna put the ring chasing mentality on somebody like him when he could literally decide to stay there if the team builds around him, or if they can find somebody else to get around him. And right now, they're showing that by getting a James Harden, you are committed to winning. I just the whole conversation we were just having about James Harden and the max contract is the whole Philadelphia situation where he wanted the max contract from Philadelphia or he wanted out, and then when Daryl Morey said
Give
no,
it to Paul George.
yeah, when he gave it to Paul George instead, it was
Oh
like I'm never
man.
gonna play for Daryl Morey again. Like
Oh man.
you're a big baby for that. But outside of that,
Oh my
like this
gosh.
trade specifically, I really like.
And the Sixers are just like just the depression age, man. You can hit with what's his name say, you take Ben Simmons over me?
You're not wrong.
Tarnishing Al Horford and then going to the Celtics to get the ring. It's just Isaiah Joe going
Listen,
the Thunder. Bro.
listen.
It's
They
just
have it
never
bad,
ending
okay?
cycle of just misery.
They definitely have it bad, but let's
At
keep
least you got
going
at
on
least
these
got
trades.
Edgecombe. So
He's a baller. VJ Edgecombe is nice, okay? I think him
yeah,
and Maxi are a nice little pair, and Bede can stay healthy. They might make a little run, but
might as well go into the Sixers because Sixers traded Jarrett McCain for was it to OKC for a
second round pick and a first round
2026.
pick.
Yeah,
It was
2026 first.
in 3 seconds. I
Uh,
actually like that trade for both parties. Now that it came out that what's his name? Shea is going to be out until after the All Star break, which is like a week and a half. it makes sense to want to get another guard in there for your rotation. Not going to say that he's going to start. The Zesty King
No,
isn't going to start, but he could definitely put up numbers with them. He can definitely do something. And for Philly to now get a second pick in this draft and more draft capital to potentially try and work out another trade for maybe another star to put in that team, maybe even ship away Paul George in a package deal with a pick. I could see
ain't
something
nobody
something
getting Paul
happening.
George. Nobody's going to get Paul George.
I
He's
wouldn't
about
say
to hit
that.
retirement.
I wouldn't
He
say nobody because
either he's gonna be on the bench or he gonna be retirement in his next,
like,
or he could be back to the Clippers. I don't know.
look.
Or
I
he gonna
wouldn't
be
say
Utah,
nobody. Uh,
Washington.
yeah,
He
there are
gonna be
franchises that are desperate. Okay.
retirement franchises.
In my
King
opinion,
Sacramento.
I could see the Kings, especially like if they can package Paul George and multiple picks and get like a Demontis Sabonis into that
No,
building. I could see something like that. The Kings are trying to rebuild. I can totally see that.
listen. Anything you do with Paul George, you're gonna get fleeced. That's the end of the day. After that 25, because this is new news as well. So since the last podcast, Paul George had a 25 game suspension for PEDs. On top of that, he had a 30-point game, and then they was like, yeah, we got to investigate that. It's too good to be true. He out here
Definitely
dunking
was.
like he young PG. Sound ain't right. It said prescription P, but
Um,
yeah, he's stuck on the Sixers for life, locked in.
the next trade that I think was huge. Where is it? Jared Jackson Jr. going to where was it? Utah. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Utah. It
Utah.
was a nothing trade, but Jared Jackson Jr. is, in my opinion, is a really good player. Utah's making a play to maybe potentially be a playing team. They are making a lot of good moves. I really like that deal for them. Excuse me. Assuming Laurie Markkinen can come back healthy after the All Star break, I feel like they can make a little run. So the full trade was I don't even know these guys, to be honest. Walter Clayton Jr., Taylor Hendricks, Georges Niang, I know, and Kyle Anderson. Of course, he's been in the
He's,
league forever. And draft
I don't even know
consideration
these guys.
in exchange for Vince Williams Jr., John Conchar, center Jock Landale, and Jaron Jackson Jr. That's like, I think it's a team that's trying to do something, trying to at least show Lore that they're willing to put pieces around him. They're trying to do something.
Meanwhile, the Grizzlies are in full rebuild mode right now. So
Just waiting for them to ship out Ja Wick.
we got to see where Ja's gonna go. So I think we got one more day. Yeah, we got one more
Yeah,
day
yeah, one
at
more
3
day.
p.m. So, but I mean, I guess Ja might be staying then, or nobody wants Ja
Shit,
at this point. Where would he go?
who would want Ja after that
Yeah,
fiasco?
it's too much. Too much.
The man wants to be out there as a gang member. I don't know. If
Yeah,
I'm if I'm then trade him to Chicago and let him just ride an old block,
he said, just take a stroll down Old Block.
it'll be all right. He bang great.
He said, yeah,
Um,
we go hang out with Chief Keef.
so in my opinion, my favorite trade of this weekend, obviously I got the jersey on for a reason.
Oh man,
Celtics Nation. We traded away Anthony Simon and a second round pick for Nikolai Vucevic and a second round pick. So the way I looked at this trade was we exchanged second round picks and they get Anthony Simon to add to their guard rotation. He wasn't bad for us. We called him fuck. I just spaced on the name, but we called him like the microwave. And he was really like a spark plug for us off the bench. I forget the actual nickname for him off the top of my head right now. Terrible. But we in exchange we got a center, which we needed him, and we got Nikolai Vucevic, which in my opinion can fill that Al Horford role. He could stretch the floor out for us, especially when Tatum comes back. If he comes back this year, if not next year, yeah, it's just I really like the move. Stretch forward, stretch center. We can now once again play five wide. put nothing but 3-point shooters out on the court if we need to, and just shoot lights out on people. It's what we did the last couple of years. It's one of the bread and butters of Joe Mazzulla, and I feel like that was a power move by us. We're already a really good team, and to just add depth to the center position, which we were low key lacking because we only had Nemias Queta and Luca Garza, was kind of tough, especially, Keita's a little undersized at the center position, doing really good getting rebounds, but just undersized when it mattered the most. And then Luca Garza's defensive liability. So just getting somebody who's a bigger body frame, a taller person, will help later on when we do want to have to go against bigger centers. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that trade.
Yeah, it's a good move. Definitely a good move for the Celtics. Y'all need a good old scoring center and got away with it again. Celtics are on the path to another finals, another top of the East.
You guys
So,
know how in the NFL the Eagles call it Howie Magic, and
oh
they
yeah, you
love
got
Howie
your GM.
Magic.
Yeah,
They
your
call it
GM's
Brad Magic because the
yeah,
man
Brad
is
Stevens. Yeah,
he just pulls out trades that like work. Like I'll give you an example, and this was early in the year for us. Okay, the Celtics trade away Drew Holiday. They trade away Kristaps Porzingis. Tatum, obviously, he's out with an Achilles injury. Celtics at most play and win team. Realistically, lottery team.
yeah.
Everybody doubted number 7. What are we now? We're the second seed in the Eastern Conference. We've been balling our asses off. Jaylen Brown's looking like, I won't say the MVP because he's not looking like the MVP, but he's looking like a contender for the MVP. And a season where people didn't believe that he could be the number one option, he's proven to be the number one option. I can't ask for anything better, guys. He's a
He's
former
worth
Finals MVP for a reason.
the contract that he's
Oh
he's
yeah,
getting paid.
oh yeah.
Top
Everybody was talking shit about it too. You guys maxed out
it
somebody
was
who can't dribble with his left hand. He can't really shoot.
he got Finals
Inconsistent.
MVP. He did. He got Finals MVP.
Now look at us. Come on.
But I
Make
mean, we could let's put the asterisks on the Finals MVP because you know that whole dynamic shifted soon as Halliburton tore his Achilles. So,
that wasn't against us.
oh, was it? Oh yeah, yeah. No,
That was against OKC last year.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm a year behind.
Yeah.
Who'd y'all play? Y'all played
We
the
played Dallas when they still had Luca.
the Mavericks. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know what I
Okay,
mean? We played
you're
Dallas.
right. You're
We're
right. You're right.
actually like, so this is a fun fact about myself. When we beat the Brooklyn Big Three, I don't know if they were all playing, but when we beat the Brooklyn Big Three, the next year after, James Harden went out, Kyrie wanted out, so we dismantled the Brooklyn Big Three. Okay, we beat Luca in the finals. Now they ship Luca to LA, so we dismantled the Mavericks Lukai duo, as a buddy of ours likes to call them. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, they beat the Bucks. They beat the Bucks. I remember Game 7. Tatum went off that game, and what happened? Chris Middleton was never the same. Ended up going shipped away. So let's back forward a couple more years. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. We're the reason why Ben Simmons was never the same again. I don't know,
The infamous pass layup, easy
guys.
layup for the pass.
Guys, when you draft as good as we have by getting 2 generational athletes, and thank you to my Lakers, not my Lakers, but my Lakers friends, because they love the Lakers and they want to talk shit about the Lakers all the time. But thank you, because you guys drafted Lonzo Ball, you guys
Speaking of Lonzo
drafted
Ball,
D'Angelo Russell in back-to-back years.
speaking of D'Angelo Russell,
Oh, we'll get to them, but you passed up on Jaylen Brown. You passed up on Jason Tatum. Now look at y'all. It worked out because you guys got Luca, but now look at y'all.
I
Anyways,
mean they have Luka and LeBron, so
fuck them. They got
it's like
saved. Okay,
LeBron went
committed the
there.
biggest rape job ever. Okay, You can't even look. We were talking with somebody in the headphones and highlights IG channel. If
Oh
you haven't
man,
followed it, follow it. We're posting shorts on there. But I was talking to somebody on the headphones and highlights IG channel, and he said that trade wasn't for a bag of chips and a Snickers. Like Anthony Davis, former Finals MVP or former champion, like put some. Does he not have any respect on his name? This is why I
Anthony
called
Davis.
it. Yes, this is why I called that a bag of chips and a Snickers bar, because now you traded Anthony Davis away. So you didn't even like the big three that you supposedly had. Luca, or and I'm sorry, AD and Kyrie only played one game together.
Yeah,
One game. And
it
then
was like
it's supposed to be a big three between Kyrie, AD, and Cooper Flag, and they never got to play with each other.
I mean, it wasn't the current GM's plan. Now it wasn't. It was never part of the new GM's plan. He basically there to fix up the mess that the previous GM made. It's it's not good. I mean, it was never a good trade, and it's just unjustifiable.
Do you know what this is? I'll give you a good example what this is, okay? And a lot of you guys won't understand because you're not in the military, but Asim would understand this one. All right, you're a mechanic, okay? You fix jets. You know, you fix $1 billion jets, $1 million jets. I think they're a couple $1 million. You know what I mean? Right? Those
Yeah,
F
yeah, a
sixteens.
couple 100 million.
You know, no big deal right now. Imagine you're fixing that jet on the aircraft carrier, and you're the reason why that jet tips over and falls in the ocean.
Yeah, I
But you
mean, yeah,
quit, or I won't even say you. Some your coworker was the reason it tipped over and fell into the ocean. But now it's your responsibility to get that motherfucker out.
yeah.
That's what they
That's
did.
that's how it goes. But in the NBA, yeah, I don't know. In the NBA, he got new GM got some serious work. This is where it's starting. You got Cooper Flag. What's that trade? Let's see. It is Cooper Flag. My bad. They got Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham, Marvin Badgley the third, 26 first round pick from OKC's pick, 2030 top 20 projected first round pick from the Warriors, 2026 second round pick, the Suns pick, 2027 second round pick, Chicago's pick, 2029 second round pick, Houston's pick. So, and they gave up Anthony Davis, Jaden Hardy, D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum to the Wizards. They just, they loading up on draft picks.
Yep.
They can work with Middleton.
Yep.
I don't know AJ Johnson or Malachi Random, but it's looking like they're just filling some holes and just working at it through the draft, trying to rebuild as best as they can. But nothing's going to fill that hole. Not even Cooper Flag is going to fill the hole that's lost with losing Luca. And then you'll see when Kyrie comes back, so he should be back this month.
Is it this month
if
or
if
after the
he's
All Star break?
yeah, after All Star break. My bad. Hold on.
Do you have
Yeah,
anything else you want to say on that?
I mean, all the best for Anthony Davis. Hate to see him injured constantly and consistently. D'Angelo Russell, it might be time to hang the Jordans. And yeah, because he's on the when you hit the Wizards, when you hit Wizards territory, that's where you know.
I mean, they are apparently resting and sitting for the rest of the season, Trae Young and Anthony Davis, in hopes
Yeah.
to have their two duo for next year. So
Okay.
I
So
guess
they
we'll
just
see how they do
rebuilding
next
for
year.
they working for next year, and we'll see how the Wizards do.
Yeah.
What's the next one? Next trade? You talk about Lonzo Ball, recent one.
Yeah, I
Lonzo
mean
Ball
he to the Jazz, right?
cash considerations to the Jazz
And they're expecting to cut Lonzo Ball, so you know.
for a second round pick, 2028 second round pick, 2032 second round pick to the Jazz, and the Cavs. They don't get anything, but the Hawks get Jock Landale. That was a 3-team trade. Chris
Oh,
Paul. Chris
poor
Paul
Chris
went
Paul.
to Chris Paul's on the Toronto Raptors.
And they're expected to cut him. Excuse me.
To Nets get Ochai
I can never
Agbaji.
say his. I can never say his name. I think it's Ojabahi.
Ojabai Agbaji
Bye.
and cash considerations. Clippers get rights to Banja Marinkovic.
So I can't pronounce some of these names either. So
See the Bulls. Yeah, Bulls did a trade.
they did a bunch
Jaden
of
I
trades.
yeah. Jaden Ivey, Mike Conley Jr. to the
Mm-hmm.
Pistons. Let's see, Pistons get Kevin Herter, Dario Saric. No, I'm sorry, I had that wrong. Jaden Ivey, Mike Conley Jr. to the Bulls. Kevin Herter, Dario Saric. 2026 projected first round swap with Minnesota to the Pistons, and Timberwolves get cash considerations.
Yep. They also traded Kobe White to the Hornets.
Oh yeah,
They made a lot of moves. The Bulls, they cleaned house.
yeah. Kobe White, Mike Conley Jr. They get Colin Sexton, Osman Dieng,
Mm-hmm.
2026 second round pick, 2031 second round pick, 2031 second round pick, or 2031 second round picks. The Thunder's got Mason Plumlee. Hornets get Osame Dieng. Oh, so the Bulls got him and then sent him to the Hornets.
The Cavaliers, they were also got Dennis Schroeder in a 3-team trade. So Sacramento gets DeAndre Hunter. Cavaliers got Keon Ellis, Dennis Schroeder, and Emmanuel Miller. And Chicago got Dario Saric, 27 second round pick via the Kings, and a 2029 second round pick via the Kings. So it's another trade that happened. I don't want to take too much time just focusing on the trades. It was a very busy trade deadline.
One more day.
One more day. So we might even come back tomorrow to talk about if something major happens will call a emergency pause.
Yes. Those are the last two.
Yes. So like if Ja gets traded, it's not the biggest thing in my opinion. But now if Giannis gets traded,
yeah,
I'm calling a scene. We're gonna do an episode real quick.
We gotta do quick.
Listen.
Quick 30-minute.
And there, who was it? Give me 1 second. All right, so my buddy, he messages one of my group chats, and he's like, "OKC is resting like 9 players tonight with all the eyes emoji." He's like, "Big move coming, Giannis to OKC maybe," and I instantly was like, "Wait a minute, they have an asset, a war chest of first round draft picks, tons of young stars. Oh my god." Is Giannis in OKC about to just flame the rest of the league?
That would make the most sense. That would be, I mean, with Giannis, the KD treatment of like the super team. But this one makes the most sense. I mean, yeah.
Listen, and we've known for a while that they've been stocking up picks for one of these big names. Oh my god!
Goodbye. What's his name? Who their current center? I forgot his name.
Isaiah Hartenstein or Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, Chet. Yeah, goodbye, Chet.
I would trade Chet without even thinking twice.
Yep. Go on.
That would be, I'm just gonna say, terrifying if Giannis went to the OKC Thunder. Listen, terrifying. Let's move on. Next topic here. I think we had like 30 some minutes at the other video, at the other one that I'm gonna have to edit and combine together. The next topic was, oh yeah, so UFC. We didn't get to touch on it last week because we were running out of time. So let me just pull it up real quick. We're gonna discuss the last 2 pay-per-views because it was back to back. Totally slipped my mind last week, only because I was more worried about the time situation. Thankfully, this time I did get to buy us a couple more minutes than before because I I made a couple things happen. I ended up having to call and get support to see why when I delete videos, I don't get the storage back. Because yeah, I am. We're working on a budget here, guys. Like I'm only an E2.
It's some
He's
starving artists.
like, yeah, we don't make a lot of money. We needed help. But we'll start off with 324. Uh, I'll be honest with you guys. That was a terrible prediction video by me. If you guys saw it, because I got so many of those wrong. Starting off with the
I
main
didn't
event,
remember.
I watched it over and I was like, wow, I really said that after like looking at it. But Justin Gaethje, I thought if he was to win, it was going to be by knockout. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. Worked all day because of duty, and I had watch. Sorry. All right, so Justin Gaethje just completely dominated Paddy Pimblett. It was a unanimous decision win. I believe he won like 4 out of the 5 rounds. He busted up Paddy pretty badly. I thought Paddy was going to be able to get him on the ground at some points and work a submission, and instead it was just a complete and utter domination by Justin Gaethje. Showed that Paddy just doesn't belong in there with him.
It was it was kind of getting work for real. Just absolutely just no block. He just said, "I'm gonna try to knock him out," and it
Mm-hmm.
didn't happen. But he got beat up pretty bad. The controversy of the fight was the eye pokes.
Yeah,
Gagey hit Patty with a couple eye pokes. One
the
wasn't
John
seen,
Jones
one was
special.
seen. It might have swayed the fight, but I don't know. Just the I don't I don't know what the game plan for Patty was. I don't know if it would have changed if it wasn't there was no eye pokes,
Yep.
but it just wasn't working what he was doing.
And real quick on that, I do want to just point out that eye poke, it's getting bad now, and I really think that they should change the rules. If you eye poke, that's an automatic 1 point. Like we've told you guys for years at this point, you can't do this. You know what I mean? It has to be closed fists. And yeah, man, like if you're gonna keep trying to defend with your palm wide open and your fingers up and you're putting your fingers in the fighter's face or your thumb in the fighter's face, like that's illegal. Like we've established that already. Like we're not gonna keep settling and giving you guys warnings. It should just start being an automatic point deduction. Like I mean, it's only fair, especially if a fighter like a Paddy Pimblett's trying to take that big leap and get an undisputed title shot and become the interim champion. Um, Not mad about it, but just in general, I see it happen all the time, and really need to like clean up the sport with some of that stuff. Because I mean, if you're just gonna keep getting warned of it, like I wouldn't be surprised if that's some of these fighters' game plan. Like, well, like let's see how much I can get away with. I'll just poke him one time. Maybe he won't be able to see, and I can maybe like start winning the fight this way. Not saying that Gaethje did it on purpose or anything, but just putting it out there. Like we need to fix the criteria here when it comes to eye poking and fouling because it's just not fair to the opposing fighters.
Yeah,
Um,
because the ref he didn't see the second one because it's like uh Patty's back was like to the fence
yep.
and Gagey was like to the side of him, so the ref wasn't on the side of Gagey.
He
So
also missed the
it
groin
was
shot. It's one of those where like it was a dirty fight, but you got the win, so it is what it is. Putting it
and
out there
yeah,
though, I do see Justin Gaethje getting flatlined by Ilya Taporia.
yeah.
I just
It's like yeah, you going right there to gatekeep this this level just to come back to the main boss. And it's just not the technique, just all of it. It's not
Ilya is
enough.
so
It
good.
didn't look good enough to do anything. So the game plan with Gagey to just swing and bang until somebody get knocked out. Gagey's gonna be the one getting knocked out.
Yeah, Ilya's
So
boxing is so technical, and not just that. I do believe Ilya can take Justin down. His sambo background is really good. It's up there with some of the best. He has a jiu-jitsu game. He can grapple. And like I said, his boxing is probably the best in the UFC right now. So yeah, I don't see this one going out well for Justin Gaethje.
Yeah. So
Co-main event.
so
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, I was gonna say yeah, Patty he'll get his chance when
Yeah.
the time comes. You know, because
Um,
he hasn't fought Ilya, right? Or he
no,
had.
he hasn't. They just
Yeah.
had that
So
scuffle backstage.
okay. So I feel like the time will come soon.
Yeah.
Maybe he just got to get with his coach, and then like yeah, you're gonna have to change the game plan up some way. You
hmm
couldn't get past what 38-year-old Gaethje,
37, but yeah.
37-year-old Gaethje.
Moving on. Co-main event: Sean O'Malley defeated Song Yudong via unanimous decision. Yeah, that was just a traditional Sean O'Malley performance. Song Yudong is a tough guy. I expected him to get finished, but he's really tough. He's gonna hang in there for 3 rounds. Just a vintage Sean O'Malley performance, if I had to say the least. So kudos to Sean. Um, I think Marab gets an automatic rematch if it were me. But Sean being a big name, I can't see them running it with Peter Yan again, especially since he did have that questionable victory against Peter Yan back in their last fight. So
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it was that like decisive. Um, because Song was he came in with some energy, and like that first round, I think it just kind of like threw him off with how aggressive he was going against Sean O'Malley. So I think just I guess like a round and a half is when he kind of like calmed it down and and, and kind of turned the tide. So I think it was more of like one of those we want to see O'Malley get a rematch type of decisions.
I could see that. I mean,
So
I had O'Malley winning the fight by points on my scorecard when I was doing it. Um, see if I can. They don't actually
yeah,
have it.
because you look at total strikes.
So
Yeah,
total
Song
strikes.
had 3 takedowns too.
Yeah, but they were like nothing takedowns. It's not like he did
Yeah,
anything with them. But 22 total strikes in round one to 23 total strikes to Song Yudong. But Song Yudong only landed 10 significant strikes out of those, while Sean O'Malley landed 16 significant strikes. He also had the harder punches in that one. Round two, Song Yudong outvalued him with 34 punches to Sean O'Malley's 20 total. And he also had the significant strike advantage there. So I can give him that round. But then round three was just a complete landslide. 25 total strikes to 12 total strikes. Sean O'Malley had 25 significant strikes. Like he took over that fight.
yeah,
Everything he threw was a significant strike compared to
yeah,
Song Yudong, who only landed 12. So yeah, I thought it was a fair win. We'll move on.
yeah.
Uh, Heavyweight bout. Waldo Cortez Acosta. I think it was a TKO victory, KO TKO, but I think it was a TKO victory against Derek Lewis. I called that one. Derek Lewis, he's older now. He's not really there to be a champion anymore. He's just trying to get his money back home, so to go back to his wife, have a good life. So
Yeah, man, it's 40 years old. Bro. I didn't even
yeah,
realize.
man. Well, it was Waldo just was too fast, hitting him hard, and you could just see Derek didn't want to be there anymore, and he gave up. That's how I saw
Yeah,
that
he's
one.
just. Yeah, I think you know when he does that, I think it's just like. Uh, I think it's a smart move by him because he's just like, yeah, I'm not trying to get knocked out. He's like, I don't no brain damage, so he just be laying there. He's like, yeah, stop it, ref.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what it's time to quit. Like it's all right,
Yep.
and he got no shame about it either. I think he'd be mad about it, but then he just like at the end of the day, he's like, all right, I got my money, you
He got
know.
his record.
So, but I mean,
Um,
yeah, Waldo, yeah, I like what I've seen from him. As much as I love Derek Lewis, you know, might be time to hang up the gloves.
100%.
He had a phenomenal career, even though he
100%.
never got the championship. He almost there, and he could be the one to say that he survived uh Nagano. he was one of the few to survive in Ngannou and give one of the most boring fights of his
Ever,
career.
literally. What? That was just
the most boring, the most boring championship heavyweight UFC fight of all time. One of the most exciting, anticipated heavyweight championship fights
bro.
of all
That
time.
was bad. That was real bad.
Oh man.
Then I think the eye poke rule should be put into effect. Rose
Oh man.
Namajunas had eye surgery after the fight, but Natalia Silva did come out with a win, unanimous
Oh,
decision.
th-
So
this was the fight I meant to say that I didn't think that she should have won. It wasn't. Yeah, it was this was the fight.
a lot of people felt
I
that
had it
way.
mixed up.
A lot of people did feel that way. It's a toss up for me, but looking at the numbers, it's hard not to give it to Natalia Silva. But I would have to rewatch the fight just to see. It's been 2 weeks, so I don't really remember correctly. I remember at the moment I thought Rose. It was like up in the air. Like I could see a world where Rose won, but I could see the world where Rose lost just because of how close,
Yeah, she
how
made
close it
it way
actually
too.
was.
She made it way too close for it to be like not in her to be in her favor. That I think that was the reason. It's just like Natalia is, the new, you know, she she got the juice. She the new person, trying to go for the belt,
But like,
and Rose is on the other side of it, kind of.
imagine if they added the eye poke rule and you just lose a point. Now we're looking at like a draw where Rose
It would have went
Namajunas
to yeah,
wins.
it would have went. I would have been fine with a draw.
Arnold Allen, I thought he would gonna beat Gene Silva, but Gene Silva, he grew from his last defeat against Diego Lopez, and he was more patient this time, which led him to get a unanimous decision against Arnold Allen. 74 significant strikes, 78 total punches landed. Good job by him. That's all I can really say.
Yeah,
I want to see him
and
climb the rankings again.
and he kind of rode his back. No, he didn't ride it. He like surfed on his back
Yeah,
for like a sec.
man's a
One of the
showman.
wildest thing.
Man's a showman.
Yeah, I'm gonna just surf on your back.
Yeah, man.
Like, what do you even do in that situation?
Uh, Next fight, prelims. Umar Nurmagomedov with a unanimous decision win against Davison Figueiredo. Not, it's exactly what I expected was going to happen. Just he had him in however way he wanted to be honest.
Hell yeah, that was a
Oh,
just straight domination.
yeah.
Like absolute work.
The fight that I want to get to here is the fight that I was completely wrong about. I thought that Adbeta Gutierrez was gonna
Hmm.
knock out Andre Pulyav.
Oh yeah,
Tough guy. Pulyav is a tough guy. It was a unanimous decision win by Udbeta, and yeah, he's just that. He showed he's a tough guy for hanging in there. Um,
yeah, yeah. That was a um, interesting fight. I guess Gutierrez was expecting just to get him out first, second round, and then he stood up, and it just all right. What's the game plan now?
and that
So
just shows that he has a hole in his game. Can you take him to deep waters? When you
yeah,
have a lot of muscle in your body, like, can you hang for 3 to 5 rounds, knowing you're gonna
yeah,
gas when you're throwing
yeah.
the whole kitchen sink at him? So yeah,
The top of that division
that
is
is Hamzat Chimaev.
oh
Good luck.
yeah. You're gonna have to do better than that.
Yeah, good luck. That's all
You
I
have to
could
do
say.
you gotta do better than the Ngannou method.
We didn't get to really talk about this fight and our predictions for this fight, so that's my mistake. I'll take ownership on that one. I always want to do a fight, especially for a pay per view. I always want to be able to do a prediction video. We'll just discuss about it. Starting at the top, the GOAT, Alexander the Great Volkanovski, with a unanimous decision victory over Diego Lopez. Diego broke both foot in this fight, and I think they were from check leg kicks from Volkanovski. Volkanovski's now just showing that he's head and shoulders above Diego Lopez. He shouldn't have belonged there. He should have never gave him another rematch, especially over
Oh
somebody
man,
like Leron Murphy. Um, yeah, Volk is the best featherweight champion we've ever seen. He's willing to
Yeah.
fight the best. He's even willing to fight Ivliev, Mosar Ivliev. I think I'm saying his name wrong or I'm butchering it. But yeah, he's a champion. He's a true champion. Eight consecutive, not consecutive, but eight total title victories at this point. Um, what can you say about the man? But greatness, greatness defines him.
Yeah. Yeah. He's definitely one of the goats, one of the top in the UFC. And Lopez, yeah, I don't know. It was a time where he just like he had the juice. He was that guy, but then I guess he just hit that wall,
I
and
don't
he
think
just
that
can't.
he's hitting a wall. I just think Volka's that much better than him. He adjusts mid
Yeah,
fight the way he needs to. Diego's still learning how to do that stuff, and man, Volka's just
but
that good.
I mean, who? Yeah, because yeah they fought before, so then it's just what do you do after that? Like, do you go up or down a weight
Yeah.
class? Like,
Volka's older. You just wait for him to retire at this point. You keep
yeah,
beating everybody else in front of you that they put in front
then
of you.
who in that featherweight division?
True.
Uh,
Leron Murphy, Mosvar Evliev, Josh Emmett is still there. Yair Rodriguez. You already beat Gene Silva. Yusuf Zalal. There are people he could
Aljamain
fight.
Sterling.
Well,
Uh,
Aljamain, yeah, actually, Aljamain is there. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he's not a featherweight anymore. He's a or a flop bantamweight. He's a featherweight now.
mm. Oh yeah, Leron Murphy. Yeah, so when you really look at this division, it's just like, yeah, it's really nothing that screams like elite besides Volt.
Maybe Leron Murphy or Movsar Evliev.
Okay. Oh, I see. 17-0-1. Okay, Leron Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have to. Dang, I think I have to see more of Leron Murphy.
He's a
Like I
beast.
think I've seen like
He's the one that had that spinning elbow knockout on his last fight against the guy who just got released from the UFC, former Bellator fighter.
what's his name, Pico.
Yeah, yeah, Aaron.
This was
Um,
in August. Now that I got this, I got Paramount Plus. I'm gonna go back on some of the fights. Is it on Paramount Plus? Is like recent stuff on Paramount Plus, or is it just that came on
to be
Paramount
honest,
Plus?
that I don't know.
Yeah, but if there's a way I can look at like certain fighters
If you
and their
Google the
stuff.
fight, you can definitely find the fight for free. It's out there.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta do my research on Lerone Murphy.
Laron's nice. He is very technical, so I like him. But moving on, we
And
got Dan Hooker, the dumbass, in my opinion. He got submitted by Benoit Saint Denis. The reason I call him a dumbass here is because like you're a striker and you're over here trying to take Benoit Saint Denis down. What is wrong with you? There's a reason why you got tapped out. You don't take him down. You don't try and take him down. What is wrong with you? Like I don't get it. Like and especially if you're like if you're touching him with your hands and you're hurting him with your knees, what's the point of even going for the takedown? That's not your game plan. You've never been a grappler. I don't know. It just to me, it just didn't make any sense, and like it was just terrible fight IQ, terrible fight knowledge, in my opinion. But whatever, Oh, he actually got TKO'd, but it was a KO TKO
yeah,
victory. But still, you don't. It's I still stay with my point. You don't try and take down a Benoit Saint Denis. It's not going to work. That's why it got reversed, and he ended up losing the fight. Um,
yeah.
Rafael Fiziev versus Mauricio Rufy. It was a KO victory versus for Mauricio Rufy. I don't know if you saw that one,
I did not.
bro. It was a
I missed
second
it.
round finish. Oh my goodness. Fiziev was like pressuring hard, and he just got countered with I think it was a right straight, and it was just it was a nice finish by him. It was a TKO victory because he didn't get flatlined. But man, Rufy is technical. He is very technical and long, and yeah, he can do it all. He
All
can
right.
fight going forward. He can fight on the back foot. And Fiziev now at this point, that's just another loss in your record. At this point, since your torn ACL, since that Gaethje fight, you've been on a decline. I think you should think about cutting more weight and going down another weight class because, yeah, man, it's not looking good, man.
It says time. It said you about to be cut.
No, he's just he has one victory in his
Oh my
last
gosh.
four. It's
Yeah, I'm looking at the knockout right now. The
hmm
guy was on skates. He didn't know where he was. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that. Yeah, I'm sorry. That was devastating.
yeah, it was. So I think he might get cut. That's his fifth loss in a row against
Woo.
Allison Teixeira. Um,
Texera.
Teixeira.
Texera. Tex. I don't know why I think of Texera.
Yeah, it's Teixeira. He's from
Texera.
Brazilian. Yeah,
Okay.
no, it was a good fight though. It was very entertaining. Bam Bam, he tried his best to stay on his feet and bang. There were moments where he got taken down and he didn't quit. He got back up. It wasn't enough. Taliesin to Sarah, he's hungry at this point. Uh, Sucks. I think they do keep Bam Bam just because of he's him being such a big fan favorite. But yeah. Um,
Somebody said somebody said tied by cardio.
Let's see. I think it's
It
more.
said
Wow. His last win was
he's straight
against
up
Derek
gassed out.
Lewis. Yeah, his last Bam Bam's last win was against Derek Lewis. He lost to Pavlovich, Volkov,
See that?
Tuivasa, Rosenstruik, and Teixeira. That's
I'm,
six.
s- I'm sorry. I missed the fight, but I gotta see. I gotta go back and watch it because I'm looking at the comments of people saying Kimbo and Dada S. Bro,
That's
this
funny.
they say this fight is like Kimbo and Dada 5,000, bro.
They gassed out at the end. I mean,
Oh my
heavyweights,
god.
they don't last long, so that's funny.
Oh man. Oh man, that's an all time like it's a classic fight. As terrible as what happened after the fact, but that Kimbo Dada fight, that's generational, man. Like
Oh, yeah.
that,
RIP.
yeah. R.I.P. Kimbo, but that fight probably the funniest fight I've ever seen. Just two people just straight up just giving everything they had, but it's not translating in their punches, in their swings, and then they just collapse on each other until they had to get the victory to somebody. Tell you, yeah, the viewers, people watching, if you've never seen Kimbo Slice versus Dada 5,000, look it up. Go on YouTube and look it up, and you will see two just of the biggest men just swinging until they got nothing left on on, on live pay per view,
Yeah, not wrong.
giving it everything they had until they legit pass out.
The final fight was a submission victory. I can't say his name. Quilon Salkid. He submitted Jimmy Malarkey. Uh, yeah, great
Such
submission. It
a
was a really good technical submission. I actually didn't even see it coming when it happened. I just looked up and I was like, "Oh, he's in that. It's tight." Yeah, and then he tapped, and I was like, "Wow, what a win! What a submission!" He got performance of the night for that as well. So,
what a crazy
kudos to you.
last name, Malarkey.
Yeah, UFC vet too.
I'm
Both
sorry,
from
that's all I have.
Australia.
Oh, these two fighters from Australia.
Yeah, the fight was in Australia. That's why you have a lot of Australian predominant fighters. You know, Volkanovski. You have Dan Hooker, Bam Bam,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Salkid, Malarkey, Tafa.
I'm surprised. What's his name? Didn't fight Stylebender.
He's fighting actually, and I'm trying to go to that fight in Seattle, Washington against Joe Pfeiffer
Oh, okay,
later in the year. Yeah, so it should be a good fight to go to.
okay.
Yeah, I just
That's
looked. There was an Australian fighter in almost every fight. So
that's good.
they, I
That's a
think,
good.
only lost two fights the whole night.
Mm.
Three fights the whole night. Yep, three.
Oh, that would have been a good betting night. Good parlay matchup. Bet on all the Australians.
Yep. Well, moving on to the topic you've all been waiting for. I know you guys are always here for our
Wait, hold on.
football. Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. Wait. Are we gonna talk
Oh,
about 326 before we,
is
or
that
you want to
this
save
week?
that for another day? It's no, it's in March, but
Yeah, no, we can wait
you want to
until
save that for
the
later?
week before. Yeah, because only so the only I'm okay with waiting is because fighters pull a lot of fights, and going over a card too early
Mm.
is never a good thing. Just because, like, what happens if they announce, Charles Oliveira got hurt in training and they're replacing him with like a Michael Chandler or something like that? Like it's better to wait until the week of when we see them at the press conference and stuff to make your predictions because that is a great card. But I know, like, excuse me, somebody's gonna end up pulling out of a fight, missing weight. You got the one guy who cheated. I forget his name. He tried to do the DC and
Oh
put his
yeah,
elbows on the scale and it came out too
oh
light and
yeah,
you know
yeah.
that
We had the
happened.
one.
So
We had the one guy that passed out. Uh, who's the guy? Because I remember we were talking about him the night the podcast before,
I know you're talking about.
and
Forget his name at the moment. I'm too tired.
it was Smooth Man.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He was the
yeah.
basic
He
guy.
did the way and then walked over and just passed out.
Hmm. Yep. So you
So
never know. You never know what happens. So that's why we got a couple weeks. We'll wait a couple weeks for that. We got a couple fight nights that are going to happen, but they're not huge. So we'll just talk about those next week as they happen and reviews, the numbered pay per views. UFC 326 is Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira for the BMF title. We will talk about that one once the card is. It's
it's
finalized,
the
but it's also like not finalized.
that's a BMF. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's a banger.
uh,
That's a banger. But as I was saying, how many you've all been waiting for?
oh, here
I
we go.
see our official Super Bowl predictions. So now, before we give these predictions to Seam, I just want to
Uh, are
let me take
we
out
going
my
quarter
notes
by
real quick.
quarter?
No, no, we're gonna go.
Just final score
I'm gonna take out my notes real quick.
prediction. Uh,
All right, so let's see. Actually, all right. Who has the better quarterback?
I mean, it's, you gonna make me pull up numbers now, man.
Do what you
But
want.
I mean, Drake May is an MVP candidate, so I'm gonna just go with Drake May.
Like for
Um,
this game specifically, right? If you had to pick a quarterback, who are you picking?
I'm picking. I'm gonna go with Sam Darnold.
All right, so Seam goes with Sam Darnold. Obviously, I'm gonna go Drake May. He's the number one or number two in the MVP race for a reason. Drake May. Running backs. Who has the edge in running backs?
Uh, like you're talking about just player by player.
Yep, we're gonna go. We're gonna go running backs. Like who would you have? Who has the advantage in running backs here? And
Who has the
then
advantage at running backs?
yes, trust Kenneth
I'm.
Walker over the Henderson and Stevenson combination.
I think yes. I think Kenneth Walker is better than Henderson and Stevenson.
Okay.
Um, but you have a better combination, Henderson and Stevenson, on the
So who
Patriots.
has the
So
advantage?
I would go with I'll go with the Patriots will have the advantage running.
Okay. I agree.
Um,
Do you want to say why?
just for the fact that they have a better, 1-2 combo. Like they could put in Henderson, and that's a that's something, something to look out for. And Stevenson is, Stevenson. He goes good games where he's hot. It's just I don't think these defenses are going to allow themselves to get ran on each other.
I could see both.
So
I could see that.
that's my only thing.
I personally think it's going to be a defensive heavy game. I just want to real
Yeah.
quick while we're doing this go like who has the advantage skill position per position. Moving on, I know the answer to this one. Wide receivers. Who has the advantage at wide receiver?
The Seahawks.
And I'm not going to be biased here. It is 100% Seattle. They have Cooper Cup and JSN. So there's just, I'd be a fool if I chose the Patriots wide receivers here. I definitely agree and say that they have better better weapons than us, better household names at the wide receiver position at this point. Um,
Yeah, JSN is yeah. He's gonna get that's one guarantee gonna get a touchdown, and I pretty guarantee he's gonna get 100 yards. He's gonna get over 100 in a
hey,
touchdown
you heard
for
a
sure.
guarantee right there from
That's a
Asim. So put the
guarantee.
bet in.
Put the bet in. Just lock
Yeah,
it
put the
in.
bet in.
That's a lock.
Lock it.
That's about the only lock I could think of that's a lock as far as betting and in game what's gonna happen. He's saying no. He like put the under it.
Don't listen to this. But hey, if you believe him, I know a lot of you guys are. Put the bet in. The sports book are
Oh my
asking for your
gosh.
money.
This man, he's
So
like he just wants a 3-0 Super Bowl game. Patriots
I
up
would
three
like 24 to
straight
20.
defense.
24 to
24 to
20.
20. Okay.
I'll elaborate why I think that and my thoughts on that after when we get our official predictions in a couple minutes.
Okay.
Tight ends. Who has the edge at tight end?
Um I'm trying to think who tight end on the Seahawks.
AJ
Um
Barner.
oh yeah, Barner. They had two tight ends.
I
Uh
forget the other one.
yeah, Barner, and they have uh just somebody who they signed, Eric Salbert. Yeah, with the Patriots.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I'll definitely take.
Hunter
I'll
Henry.
take yeah, Hunter Henry, and you got
Austin
uh
Hooper.
Austin Hooper. Yeah, yeah,
I can't
Barner and
spell.
Aurora
Okay. The
on the
last
Seahawks.
position on the offense, the O line, the complete O line. I'm gonna put them as one unit. Who has the edge?
On O line, um, uh, I'll go with the Seahawks.
I'm gonna go with my Patriots.
Yeah, because throughout this whole playoffs, it's not like it's not like Drake May hasn't fumbled the ball. It didn't turn into turnovers. He didn't turn over it a lot, but he did have a lot of like, you know, fumbled passes or like drop passes or
Yeah,
sacks. So
I
yeah,
agree.
I go with the Hawks O line.
I agree. The only reason I'm giving it the edge here to New England is because we had to face nothing but top five defenses throughout our run in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They did not have to go against that. Actually, Seattle hasn't played against a top 10 defense
Yeah.
except for Carolina all year. For
Mm.
like the last, I think it was like 8 to 10 weeks, they haven't played a top five defense or a top 10 defense outside of Carolina. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
giving the edge to New England here. I think they were really stout in the regular season. But again, these are both of the offensive line that are like, in that, 12 to 16 range when you're ranking them. So there is no wrong answer here. I'm just a homer. And I know, yeah, I'm going to go with my guys every time. D line. Who has the edge here at the defensive line?
Um, I'll probably go with the Seahawks.
And that is, I'm not even upset about that. I think that the
Yeah.
Seahawks' front seven has been wreaking havoc throughout this entire playoff run and towards the end of the year. Um,
Yeah.
you know, I think the names that they have there speak for themselves. I'm actually going to call this one a draw. On mine, I'm going to put a draw. Reason being, I feel like they have better edge rushers than we do. Although Caleb Chason and Harold Landry have been doing really good off the edge. I think Demarcus Lawrence is he's just been wreaking havoc. He's been a strong point for them. And then
Yeah.
in the interior, can't think of his name right now. Their defensive tackle,
Byron Murphy.
Byron Murphy and Leonard Williams. They've been
Yeah.
wreaking havoc all year. But the same goes for Christian Barmore and Milton Williams, who were in the top five of pressures up the middle throughout the league. Granted, Milton Williams missed 8 games for us this year, so he might have been number one on that stat category if he didn't miss 8 games. So I'll give it a draw. Obviously, Seattle has the edge advantage. I don't look at it there, but I also look at it as we have the interior advantage since we're producing more of the interior pressures than they are. Uh, So I'm gonna call that one a draw. I can see both the lines wreaking havoc in this game, and lines being the reason why Bucks or the Patriots win this game.
Hmm.
Going over to secondary, who has the better secondary?
I'll go with the Patriots.
This one, I'm also giving it to my Patriots. Nick Uminori and Sean. Is it Sean Witherspoon? Yeah, I think it's Sean Witherspoon. They've been playing great all year. They've been covering their asses off all year. They're excuse me.
Devin Witherspoon.
Devin Witherspoon, yes.
Yeah.
They're been playing great all year. They're doing their thing. Devin Witherspoon's an All Pro. Personally, think that Christian Gonzalez was a snub at the All Pro position. He probably should have got that spot over him. He's been playing at a really high level, especially in the playoffs. He's been playing at a really high level, and I just think we have depth at the secondary position where we can go a couple deep than they can with Carlton Davis, with Marcus Jones there. It's all there in the we are not our games aren't as low score or are low scoring as they are is because our secondary is going man to man for most of the game and they're covering on an island for a lot of the games. Um, Special teams, who do you give the edge to?
Most definitely the Seahawks.
Again, I'm going to put this one as a draw. To me, it's just a draw. I know Raheed Shaheed has been getting a lot of shine right now, but Jones doesn't get enough shine. Uh, and same with Brandon Schooler. Brandon Schooler is an All Pro at the special teams position, and he ran back a couple kicks this year too. So it's not just Shaheed who's doing it. Marcus Jones was doing it at a really high level this year too. So I think that's going to be part of the deciding factor here, like it was in the game.
And then
Now
also, like with field goals, you think who got the better kicker? Unless
that was
that's
my
what you're
next
about to
one.
allude to.
So since
Okay.
you asked, I'll answer. Better kicker. Who's their kicker again? Myers, right?
With Jason Myers.
Yeah, I think it's Myers.
Yeah, Jason Myers.
Yeah, I'll give the kicking edge to Seattle. I know that Andy Borregales doesn't hit the deep ones as much. He's consistent in the middle of the field route range, but those really deep, he's not hitting those at a really high level. And I've seen
Uh,
Jason Myers hit the high
his
ones.
his
So
longest was 50 this year.
yeah, so I'm giving the edge to the
So
Seahawks there. No biasness on that one, but you know, how about you?
oh yeah, I'm gonna go to Jason Myers. So if you hit a 57 yarder, so that's a distance right there. It's not the new NFL distance, but it's
Mm.
still 57 is far.
And the most important one, coaching. Is a game like this does coaching.
Straight to coaching.
Are you going with Seahawks or the Patriots?
Um, as far as coaching, yeah, I'll take. It's gonna be the Patriots. You know, you got more seasoned coaches. Was it cool? I was about to say, is it Kubiak?
Yeah, Clint Kubiak's their offensive coordinator.
Uh, I'm thinking of who's the Seahawks head coach?
Mike
Um,
McDaniels or
yeah,
Mike
Mike McDaniel's, Mike McDonald. Yeah.
McDonald. That's it. Yeah.
So he's only been a head coach for a couple of years,
Mm-hmm.
and they're in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
Defensive
it's
minded head
and
coach.
yeah, their defense is definitely top tier defense. Their offense has been taking Sam Darnold to the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
what has been achieved is I say they're both equal. Like and what the achievement, the expectation was
Mm-hmm.
for both of these teams
I
for
agree.
taking over.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with New England there. I just think that, like, Mike Vrabel's been doing this a lot longer. Josh
Yeah,
McDaniels has now 6 Super Bowls. This is his eighth Super Bowl coaching with the Patriots, seventh or eighth coaching with the Patriots. He's won 6 of them. The coaching advantage is clearly with us. We got the experienced coaches. We got the coaches that have been there in this situation, and I pray that we can pull out another shocking victory to give more fuel to the haters on this easy run. Because I already know what's going to happen. It's Sam Darnold. You know he's always choked in the big moments. They lost Charbonnet. They were hurt. But they're going to give us all the excuses to try and discredit this win. So, with that being said, Asim, our official Super Bowl predictions. Who do you got? Your Super Bowl MVP.
I got the Seattle Seahawks, and the Super Bowl MVP will be JSN.
And what score do you think the game's going to be?
He's gonna succeed Cooper Cup. You know, he's gonna be the next Cooper Cup.
Nice. Okay. And what's the score?
The score will be, since it's defensive, I'm trying to think how it even play out, because as far as scoring, I will go with I'll go with like 21-35.
All right. All righty.
So I'll go like real high scoring.
That's the over in the game. I want you to know that.
It is. What's
Yeah.
the over under?
I think the line's at 45.5.
45. If everything pans out perfectly to the Seahawks' advantage, it will be like how most Seahawks games have been going. They're going to score, and and Sam Darnold is going to be, it's going to be hot.
I respect it.
They might get a special teams return, whether it's punt or kick return.
Yeah.
And JSN he's gonna get his touchdown for sure.
Defense,
I don't know. I don't know who's gonna get the pick from defense, whether it's a pick six but because when's the last time y'all had a pick six? That was the Texas game.
We didn't throw a pick six in the Texas game.
I'm saying you got. I'm saying your defense.
We haven't had a. Oh, the game was the last time we had a pick six. Yeah, I thought you meant like we threw.
Yeah, so I feel like there will be a pick six in this game, either team, but I don't know which one. So that's just my gut, and that's my prediction. Yeah, that's it. I lock it in. 35-21.
You guys already know I'm the opposite. Been saying it all week. I'm not changing. It's going to be a 4-point type of a game. It'll be 24-20 or 28-24 type of a victory. I'm going to stick with my team like I've been doing all year. I'm not going to bounce out. You guys can call me biased all you want. Reason being, I totally believe in our secondary. We're going to limit JSN yards on us, and he might not even score a touchdown on us. You got to understand, Mike Vrabel comes from the big tree. What do the Seahawks love to do the most? It's target JSN. We are going to make Sam Darnold beat us without JSN. He's going to have to target his other guys because we're not giving JSN that. He's not. Rather us, if I'm Mike Vrabel, okay, you're going to beat us. If I got to put 2 people on this man to cover him everywhere he goes, if he goes to the bathroom, they're going to be right outside his stall waiting for him. That's the type of lockdown coverage that's about to be put down on him. If he goes to the bathroom, you follow him, you wait outside his stall. Everywhere he goes, you go. That's the type of defense we're going to play on him. No, you want to hide him in the backfield, go right ahead. We're going to just throw a safety over top, now the safety, and whoever the corner is going to be on him is going to be on him, and they'll chase him all over the field. One down low, one up top, and it's going to be like that the whole game. Cooper Kupp, you're a former MVP, beat us. Raheed Shaheed, you're getting all the bragging right. You're returning this, beat us. That's the type of football I'm playing. And then I'm going one-on-one with Cooper Kupp with Christian Gonzalez. And then Raheed Shaheed and Marcus Jones is going to have a nice little battle on the interior. But that's how I'm coming if I'm them. The reason why I think we're going to win this game is because Christian Barmore and Milton Williams are on the interior. They're not going to have a lot of time to throw the ball like they want to. He's going to try and step up in the pocket, and there's going to be Milton Williams right there, and there's going to be Christian Barmore right there ready to take his head off. It's going to be a defensive showdown, and credit to where credit's due. It's going to be a defensive showdown. I believe Drake May will fumble the ball one time, maybe twice. I believe that Byron Murphy will get to him, that he's going to tip a pass. He might cause an interception to happen. But excuse me. I trust Drake May to get the job done. He hasn't had a good game all playoffs, but he's an MVP favorite. So if we're to win this game, it's because Drake May got us this victory. Not only with his legs, with his arm. The Seahawks, they're going to put everything on stopping us. But what they won't be able to do is stop the deep ball. Drake May is the most accurate quarterback in the NFL this year when it comes to passing the football 15 yards or more. And we're going to throw dimes on the field this year. Drake May is my Super Bowl MVP. Final score 24-20 or 28-24, 4-point victory for my Patriots. And once again, the evil empire has risen. We're back. Hate us all you want. We are here.
Do you know how many games JSN had under 100 yards? What's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. 9 games out of that's under 100. And was it 1, 2, 3, 4 of those games he had 90 over 90 yards and a touchdown.
And how many top 5 defenses did he play against this year?
He played against the Vikings where he had 23.
Defense?
I believe they are.
No, I'm telling you, it's just not.
Literally, almost every team the Vikings played, they're like down quarterbacks. The defense is actually legit.
But considering,
but like ranking, yeah,
on
ranking,
paper,
they're not top 5.
They're not a top 5 defense.
Yeah. Let's see who they play. Where else he had a down game? The 40 before they got injured, but he had 3 for 19 and a touchdown. So that was the first 49ers game. January 17th. Oh, that was actually this was the second 49ers game. Yeah. Where they basically blew out the 49ers.
Nope, yeah. I stand corrected. The Vikings are a top 5 defense.
Okay. All right. There.
I went on PFF.
So yeah, literally, he rarely goes under 100 yards or under 90 yards. One game against the Cardinals, 4 for 79.
Well, book it. We're gonna take him out of this game.
I don't see.
We're gonna have if we were to win this game, that's how we're gonna do
it. The only. Yeah, I had to see it to believe it for Gonzalez. Like, what's Gonzalez stats against like top wide receivers?
You tell me. I already know it's great.
You know it's great, but it's was it Christian? Yeah, I have to see who do he go up against. So if he went up against Panthers, well, he was hurt for how long? How many games was he hurt for?
Christian Gonzalez, I think he missed 4 games.
Yeah, so he missed 4 games. If you're playing the Ravens, Bills, Giants, Bengals, Jets, Bucks, how do you do against the Buccaneers? I have to see like what he did during every team he played, every one-on-one against the one receiver. Like, how do you do this? I see the Falcons game. How do you do against
Drake London? Drake London cooked him. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I remember that game too.
Yeah, Drake London cooked him. That's
I remember that game. He had like 2 touchdowns. Yo,
that's the game he got hurt. That's the game he got hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the game he got hurt.
JSN is not concerned.
JSN isn't as big as Drake London. Drake London's huge.
That's true.
And like early in the game, he fell on his shoulder and he got hurt. Like Drake London like landed on top of him and he fucking got hurt.
Did he play against the Saints? Chris Olave.
Yeah, he did.
How did he do against that Saint?
Looking at his individual stats, but it's not showing like targets and stuff. It just shows, he had 4 tackles, 1 assist.
Yeah, I'm just going like I'll just look up the specific wide receiver of like what has he yeah
I can
50
tell you that
53-yard touchdown or dime.
yeah,
Uh,
he did. He
best
That
game
wasn't
of
on
the
him though.
best game of the season statistically, catching 6 of 10 targets for 98 yards.
So I went on StatMoose. I think this gives a better description of it. Uh, Not really. It does the same thing.
Yeah, so 8 catches for 110 yards and a touchdown in 2 games versus Patriots in his career. So yeah, 6 for 98. That was the Saints game. But I mean, like you said, I don't know if it was like 1-on-1 or
It's
not,
harder to find their
or if it's
stats.
like,
I don't want to take too much time away from the
but it's
main
like
point.
putting your top wide receivers that against,
So
you know,
here's what I can see. It says Patriots cornerback Christian Gonzalez regular season stats via PFF. In 14 games, he covered 480 covered snaps. He had 76 targets, only allowed 35 catches in those 76 targets, which is 46.1% catch rate, third in the NFL. Only
okay,
allowed 357 yards, 69 yak, which is yard after catch,
that's it.
third low. Both of those are third lowest in the NFL. 7 PBUs, 1 touchdown allowed all year, 57 tackles, and 19 stops. So those are elite numbers. But remember, guys, all pro.
I mean, somebody had to get in. Somebody had to go out. I mean, we at this point, all pro, Pro Bowl, like all that stuff is just empty stats. They know who the top people are. What matters is getting that ring. That's what matters.
Indeed. And I pray that it is my
Good
Patriots. Go Patriots, baby.
luck, man. Couple days to savor it in. 4 more days.
Definitely.
Soak it all in, savor it all in, enjoy the game, and you're gonna be stressed. Hopefully, it doesn't turn out to be one of those stressful games and it all ends in the half of the in the second half, like how the Chiefs and the Eagles game ended up. You know,
Listen,
I had the best time of my
I would love if we're up in the fourth quarter by like 10 points. It's like a nice
10,
a nice
10.
coasting victory. Yeah, 10 points. Nice coasting victory there. We don't, you know.
You want what we had last year? Be up and run up the score.
Oh, well, everybody would
run it
love that, but
run it up.
being
Shut them
realistic,
down. Hey,
That's
look,
not
anything's possible, bro. Like I thought the Eagles game was gonna be like, a slugfest revenge game, back and forth about. No, it turned out just straight domination. It could happen. It- that's how some of those Super Bowls be going. They be just straight domination. But this one, I think, is more actually like even as far as defensively evenly matched. Uh, yeah, and offensively, like they could put both of your teams could put points on the board.
I agree.
Chiefs, they were just getting away with too much magic, and the Eagles, their defense was just that elite. The game plan was we're gonna stop Mahomes by any means,
Yep.
and that's exactly what they did. Do not
And
put the foot off the gas either.
I hope that's what we do to Sam Darnold.
Yeah, you got to do.
I hope Sam
So like,
Darnold starts to see ghost again.
yeah, hopefully the front line does it. Linebackers, just as long as takeaways time to throw. But I mean, I think as long as you have Cup and JSN, they're gonna be open. I don't think it takes that long for them to get a route when like they can get open real quick.
That's why I love my corners, man. We're gonna do our thing.
Yeah.
All right. The way we win this game is interior pressure. Fun fact: Sam Darnold was he had 20 turnovers this year. 20 turnovers. So
Okay.
I hope we make him see ghosts and we can continue
How
that
many Drake
trend.
May had this year, man? Where that's that at?
Shit, we can look it up real quick.
He ain't even had that right.
13.
13. Okay. All right.
13 turnovers.
No, I see 16.
I see 13. Eight
Including.
interceptions. 8 interceptions, 5 lost fumbles across 18 games.
Okay. No, I had 8 fumbles, but 3 weren't lost. Okay.
Yeah,
So
you could turnovers
you
are
talk about
lost.
turnovers, yeah.
Yeah. So
All right.
20 and 13 are a big difference. That's 7.
It's a big difference.
So I hope we can continue the trend here. Keep it
You
going.
say Sam Darnold leads the league in turnovers.
But Asim, let's go to our final topic. Jake,
Oh.
the fall off.
Oh yeah, he got that track list.
Let me Windows, go here and share. Bang! Look at that, Asim. It's been a while since I did this.
Oh, look at that. It's on
But
the
for
screen.
this,
It's on the screen.
but for this, I'll do it. See, the track list came out. If that's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, I see the executive producers. Yeah, 24 tracks.
You excited
He's
about
got
that?
yes and no, because I can't recall since it's 2 discs. I guess you got to see it at that. Like, okay, if we're going, all right, first disc 11, and then take a little break, and then all right, let's listen to the next 11, because it just straight up just put 24 tracks on there. It ends up being too much. So we'll see if it becomes if that's what it becomes. But I mean, I'm definitely excited. I am,
Uh,
I'm excited to
out
hear
of
what he has.
all these tracks that we see here, which one, just looking at the name, gets you most excited to listen to it?
My 2 songs in one, so probably this Bombs in the Ville / Hit the Gas. So that seems pretty interesting.
For me, it's Lonely at the top, right there, that bonus track at the bottom.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, the whole beef happened with the big three, and you're the one that backed out. You
I,
apologized, and then you backed out of it, and
I guess that's
I'm
what he's alluded
interested.
to.
That's what I assume. I could be wrong, but it's one of those that, like, huh? I wonder if that's gonna be like where he talks about what happened and like why he decided to apologize to Kendrick on the phone.
I mean, I don't know why you got to
Allegedly,
explain.
him and Drake have never talked again since that all happened. So is that an homage to what happened? Is that him talking, or is that just him once again saying that he's at the top of
Gosh,
the rap?
about the aftermath of a beef, like it's World War II. Like
I mean, hey,
he just came out the
that's like,
Vietnam War. Like, I gotta tell him about these battle scars that I had in the aftermath of this beef.
so like the way I look at that one is like Cole, it essentially initiated the whole thing. He's
Yeah,
like,
him and Cole, no, okay. I wouldn't say he initiated it. It was the stuff was already brewing between Drake and Kendrick when they came out
yes,
with what's the song? Not first. It's not called first. Was it first person shooter or whatever?
that was the diss.
Yeah, when they came out with first person shooter, him and Drake, that's when it was like, all right, it's opened up. Like, yeah, we the top.
Yeah, alluded to the
Kendrick
big
had to
three,
respond. Yeah, he had to
and
respond.
that's when Kendrick was like, "No, fuck the big three. It's just big me, nigga."
like, like, you can't say, all right, we gonna open it up, and then as soon as things get eh, real, when you feel that Kendrick about to go, he about to go for
Nuclear.
something that you don't want to be a part of.
He's about to go nuclear. Like, what if
And then
what if Kendrick has dirt on Cole, and Cole was like, you know what?
Ken, Kendrick had every right to like still come at Cole in the beef instead of making it him and like J. Cole came out with the diss on
he
I
deleted it.
might delete later. Yeah, that he deleted and then
Yeah,
apologized.
to
Kendrick
me,
could have
like
been
that's a
like,
soft move.
yeah, Kendrick could have been like, nah, I'm giving you what I had ready to go. You gonna take that apology and this diss, and then we cool. But I mean, at the end of the day, is not about Kendrick or the diss, so we're not gonna bring it up. We're just
We'll
gonna talk
see.
about the cover. Did J Cole, because he said he had like an explanation for the whole back,
Um,
because it's a lot of like old
yeah.
classic albums.
So,
Okay, return. Okay, I see it. Yeah, some of the very first verses in the come up were written when I was just 19 years old. The title of that project, the first one that I would ever release, has a double meaning. There was obvious one, my ambitions to come up in the rap game. The second was more subtle. God, I can't read. My physical change of location to do so. I was a delusional teenager from Fayetteville, North Carolina, who had decided to leave home and come up to New York City on a dream chasing mission. When you listen to that project, you hear a college kid with a real sharp pen telling the world how he's going to make it and proudly put his unknown city on the map in the process. Towards the end of the come up, a couple skits tell the comments driving back home from school on a holiday break, calling my mom to let her know I'm a few hours. My homeboys excited to let them know I'm back in town, asking where the party at. The fall off, a double album made with intentions to be my last, brings the concept of my first project full circle. This 29 tells a story after moving to New York, accomplishing what would have seemed impossible the most. I was at a crossroads with three loves of my life: my woman, my craft, and my city. This 39, as a 39-year-old man, older and a little closer to peace. Without giving away too much more, here's the back cover of the fall off. All pictures in this version of the album were shot by front and the back cover of photo when I was 15. The back cover that includes the track list is a picture I took of the walls in my bedroom at the time. Thank you very to every artist and very looking up to y'all. When this album releases, please know that you in some deeper metaphysical type of way are in the music too. February 6, 26, Cole. After moving to New York, accomplished what seemed impossible. So if we're to correlate 29 with the track list,
we do got some nice albums. I can't zoom in any more than this.
Exhibit, I see. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Yeah, I can only zoom out. I can't really zoom in anymore. Maybe I can pull up another picture.
Dang, I know that this gotta be a 4K image.
That's really the only image on Google right now.
Here we go. Let's see. I see Eminem. I see the DMX. No, Nas. Dang. Oh, LL Cool J. Let's see who else is on there. Last word. And that's all I can see because yeah, it is kind
It's
of blurry.
blurry. I can't really put a lot of these together, and I can't zoom in. But I can definitely tell 50.
Go on the internet. I know somebody on the internet got somebody did it.
But I'm excited. I think this is going to be a really great and one of his better albums. Can't lie about that. It gets me hyped, like, especially when he's giving homage to a lot of the rappers that he you know grew up liking, that inspired him, that made him want to join the rap game and become one of the most influential rappers of our generation.
So it's a second disc about him going apologizing to Kendrick at Dreamville Fest. He was 39 in 2024. Already said last week that the beef inspired the second disc. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see on Friday.
For sure. I was trying to see if I could find more, but this picture right here is the only one that I could find, and it's kind of blurry, so I can't really make it out. But
We
definitely,
got
yeah, we got some of them, but definitely, I'm looking forward to this a lot. I will be Friday morning as soon as I wake up.
Oh
I'm like,
yeah, I'm not staying up
dang.
until 12 o'clock to
Thankfully,
listen
I don't
to it.
gotta wait till 12. I gotta wait till like
Oh yeah, I
9.
forgot.
But I will be boop boop, and I'm gonna. But I'm gonna be
As
sleeping
you wake up in the morning, go hit the gym,
pretty
dissect.
much. That's what I'm gonna do. Hit the gym and just rock in these tunes. Unlike you, I'm gonna listen to the whole album, even on my way to work. Just the whole thing. I want to listen to it. I love listening to albums, start to finish. I feel like, especially a rapper like Cole, Kendrick, they wanna paint a picture, and each song is gonna be painting that picture.
Yeah,
So
I gotta like literally analyze and listen. I can't just yeah. I think this is one I'm just gonna have to like sit down and just hear every track what he's got to say.
oh yeah, and guys, don't forget, join us. Give it to me so I can post it in the descriptions of the video, and on Seem the Dream on his Twitch.
Are we doing it?
We will be live streaming and listening to this, giving our live reactions to the song as well. The whole album, not just song, because yeah, we want to make this a thing.
So
With
so
especially are down to wait till Friday night, I will wait till Friday night to listen to it, and I will jam it with you. And we will be here,
all right, Friday night.
and we'll get the
I'm down.
boys to tune in.
Yeah,
So,
you're gonna have to mute everything. Go Friday.
no, easy peasy. Easy.
Mute
My timeline right
everything,
now
all
is
chats.
strictly Patriots and Celtics right now, and it's mostly Patriots because of the Super Bowl. At work today, I remember getting in trouble. Comes in, and me and two of the Tycoms instructors are like in the back, and we're talking about sports, and we kind of got a little loud because I'm a homer. I'm a team every time, and I respect JSN and Cooper Cup, but hey, Stephon Diggs had a great year this year, and Booty can make big catches too, so it's not just JSN.
Yeah, and Stephon Diggs. So can't sleep on Diggs. So
Exactly. So that is all for today. We had you here for another, I want to say, 2 hours.
yeah, it was two
Thank you
hours.
guys for being with us. I will try and edit this one again. I got a couple reviews. You guys enjoyed the way I did the last one, where I kind of cut it up and made it more enjoyable to watch. So, yeah. You guys already know. God bless. Stay safe. Stay well Friday, and watch us album with you guys as
Mhm.
we give our honest opinions. And
Oh yeah,
yeah, the video recording for this will be coming out. I'm gonna try and have it out by Saturday, Sunday morning. Realistically, if I can't get out of work in time tomorrow, just because I do have weekly trainings that I got to do, and that's every Thursday. And
yeah. I
I'm
can
stuck
I
on the
can get the
ship.
video up. I can get the video up.
Well, I just want to
Uh,
edit it, so I'm gonna try and edit it so that way it's kind of like the last one that I did.
well, I'll get the audio up.
Yeah, the
I'll get the
audio, he can get the
I'll get
audio
the
up for
audio up.
sure, and that'll be
Mhm.
on Spotify. We're still working on Apple Music. Have
Yeah.
it done this weekend as
Mhm.
well. Yeah, tune in, listen up. It'll be a fun time.
Sir, good night.
Good night. God bless. Go Patriots, baby.
Bless. Good luck, man.
Thank you, man. Let's get it.
Mhm.
Ring number 7. Come on, bring it. Come on, bring it home. Peace.